Hello, my name is Denny, and this is my plant-based journey. Today's going to be an eventful day, and I want to share it with you. I'm going to make a couple of recipes. I'm going to make some salsa that's using all fresh ingredients. I'm going to make some spicy cheese sauce using potatoes and carrots, and I'll give you all the ingredients in just a minute. But it's not cheese, obviously, but it's something that will help you with that craving for cheese. But more importantly, it tastes great. It's made from whole foods, and it's good with your burritos. It's good with some nachos. It's good with many different things that you could eat it on a burger. Maybe even top your pizza with it. It would be very good with just having some vegetables and pouring it over some broccoli. There's a lot of things you could do with it, but I think you'll enjoy those. And I'm also going to take you to meetup. There's a group here in the area that gets together once a month, and we have whole food meals. We have lots of different varieties. We try different recipes, and it's just a great group. And I'm going to share some of the foods that were available at that meal with you. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into making some of the recipes. We'll start with the salsa, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're going to make some salsa. We're going to start off with 6 tomatoes. Now I've chosen 3 tomatoes that are field grown, and I've added 6 Roma tomatoes. I love the flavor of the Romas. I like the color of the Romas. So instead of having 6 of the larger tomatoes, I'm going to put 3 of those and 6 of the Roma tomatoes. Then we're going to add 3 jalapenos that I'm going to clean and dice. I'm going to add 1 medium white or yellow onion. Then I'm going to add about half of the red onion, and I'm going to add 5 cloves of garlic that I'm going to dice and mince. Okay? I'm going to then add my dry seasonings as well, and in this I have 1 tablespoon of cumin, I have 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and then I'm going to add the juice from 3 limes. So I'm going to dice all this up, I'll put it in a bowl, and I'll show you what it looks like. One of the things you can do, if you don't like the chunky, is to blend it or put about half of it in a blender, and we'll look at it and we'll make that determination when we're finished. But for now, I'm going to get to dicing. Ingredient 1, here's our minced garlic. Ingredient 2, half of a red onion diced. Next ingredient, diced white onion, 1 medium white onion. Next ingredient, diced jalapenos. They look good, they smell great. Alright, I'm dicing up the tomatoes. I've already added 1 to the bowl. I've got a second diced up, and we'll finish cutting these up and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, now I've diced up all the tomatoes, added them to the bowl. Now I'm going to add the lemon juice, it's lime juice, and my dry seasonings. So I'm going to add those to this mix. It's mostly cumin and some chili powder. There is a recipe calling for about a teaspoon of salt. You can add that or you can leave it out if you don't want the salt. So I'm going to add that to the mix, and I'll add this lime juice. Then I'm going to stir it up. And the only thing left, and I didn't tell you about it just a minute ago, is to add 1 cup of chopped cilantro. To me, that is the final touch on a good salsa. So let's add the cilantro. Alright, so I've diced up, well, just really chopped it up lightly, some cilantro, that's about 1 cup. I'm going to add it to the mix. I'm going to stir it up, and I'll show you what it looks like. There it is. Looks great. It smells incredible. I can't wait to try some. Let's do that. Okay, here we are. I'm complete with the recipe. It looks fantastic. It smells great. I can't wait to try some. We're going to do just that. I have some bean fields, nacho chips. They're made from beans and rice, and I'm going to give this a try. I already know it's going to be great just from the smell. Big scoop of that. This is fantastic. It's going to be great with your burritos, for your enchiladas, for anything that you're going to make. I'm going to add some to some nachos later, as I'm going to make some of that potato and carrot cheese sauce and add this to it to make a Mexican cheese dip. It's going to be great. Now it's time to make the amazing cheese sauce recipe. I'm going to make a double batch. I'm going to be putting in double. It calls for 8 ounces of baby carrots. I'm going to put in double. It calls for 16 ounces of Yukon Gold potatoes. Again, I'm going to put in double. That's about 3 potatoes per 16 ounces and about 7 or 8 of the baby carrots. These are little, so I added just a couple of extras. I'm going to put them into my pot and get them boiling on the stove. First, I'm going to dice them, and then we'll get them boiling. Alright, the potatoes and carrots are boiling away. We're going to let that go for about 14 minutes total. They'll begin to be soft, and then we'll get ready for the blender. While the potatoes and carrots are boiling, I'm getting my other ingredients ready. I diced up the other half of the red onion. I diced up 2 jalapenos and about a half a cup of cilantro. I'm also going to add 1 can of rotel diced tomatoes and green chilies. We'll get the dry ingredients ready now. Alright, so I've added the liquids and the dry goods, and I went ahead and blended them a little bit. I added the cup of water from the potatoes and carrots, and now I'm going to transfer over the potatoes and carrots and blend them up. Alright, here it is. It looks like cheese sauce. And I didn't tell you, but I also added about a big heaping teaspoon of miso paste. It was recommended to me before to get a little more bite to put that in there, so I'm going to give it a taste. Very good. Alright, I'm going to blend it a little bit more, add the other ingredients, and I'll show you the final product. I'm going to add the rotel tomatoes, and I'm not going to blend this very long because I don't want it to puree the tomatoes. I'm going to add the cilantro, the jalapenos, and the red onion, and I'll just lightly blend it together and I'll show you. Alright, there it is. Everything's mixed in. It looks great. I'll get a little flavor here and see how it tastes. That's going to be great on some chips. Excellent. It'll be great on burritos too. Oh, I'm real happy with this. The final product is done. I've got the queso. It is spicy. It tastes fantastic. I'm really happy with how it came out. My kitchen is hot as fire and I'm sweating, but it is worth it. I'm going to get some more of my Bean Fields chips here. This is good. Potato, carrot, cheese sauce. Give it a try.
That's like the boss one. Are you really? I got some
What? And they didn't take you to TMA this weekend?
We brought your turkey. You know,
Did you ever try that one they had?
anything else?
No. I tried the ice cream. How much? Yes, I eat that. I like to eat that. Ben Jerry's that you guys have.
Listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's a lot of great recipes that are available on the internet that you can look at. These are just a couple that I hope that will help you in your journey. The salsa is fantastic. The queso is terrific. I just love it. With the fresh vegetables, the cilantro and the onions and jalapeno, it just really hits the spot. I know you'll enjoy that as well. And didn't those foods look good? I'm going to tell you they tasted great. I had a great time and I enjoyed the food. Listen, if you have some place in your area, if you have a group in your area that eats whole food plant-based, that gets together, maybe it's a Plant Pure Pod, maybe it's with some other organization, whatever it may be, get together. Go to the meetups. Learn about these foods and learn about the way in which eating like this can help you. And if I can help you in any way, please let me know. Make sure you like the video below. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not already done so, and share it with your friends. If you have any questions or comments, or if you'd like me to make anything, recipe, something that you enjoy that maybe you'd like to convert, let me have a crack at it. I'll be glad to make it. Just leave the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll even make a video if I make your recipe. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time today. I hope you enjoyed these recipes. I hope you enjoyed the videos. My name is Denny, and this is my plant-based journey. You have a great week.